Yes.
So in primitive data types, there are mainly 5 of them, and in non-primitive there are 3. So if we see in primitive data types, there are like string, function, and arrays. So now if we see in primitive, there are 5 of them, and if we see one by one of them, we can say that string is mainly where we store data using text, words, like using the alphabetical alphabet. Like if we see in string, I will write an example, and that is like example of string where we have used the words. And if every time we use words, we need to remember to use this. Here we have used var as to create a variable, and this is the name of the variable we just created. In string, this is an example of string. If we see an example of numbers, we can take the same example as like okay. The example of number is here we have wrote an integer.
Instead of student 2, you can write roll number. Name of the variable. Second example. Roll number. Yes, that's correct.
So if we see in the number data type, we can use the integers, which are mainly whole, which can be a whole number or even a decimal number, and we use the var here to create a variable, and roll number here is the name of variable. Whenever we write 2 words for a variable, we use remember like camel case here.
Okay.
We're supposed to write it this way, and if you see in boolean, there is an example like, for example, we can say we can create a variable, and in values we can give like 2 conditions, for example, true, false, or on and off, 0 and 1.
Okay.
Like that only. In undefined, if you see, there is like in undefined, a variable is given, but a value is not given. So we can say in undefined, say that variable we have created a variable but we haven't given a value. So if a variable is created but a value isn't given, then it is an example of undefined.
Okay.
But in here there is a kind of a thing like when we leave our variable just this way, then the computer malfunctions and sometimes give the trash value. Like for example, if we leave this way, then the computer might give it some own trash value, which is like not assigned by us but assigned by computer. So it is like trash value. But if you don't want the trash value to be here, then we have to use the null one. So for the null, if we want our variable to be completely empty, then that time we can use the null.
Okay.
This is it all, and thank you for it.
Okay. Good.